great win tonight, Ste. Our first game in 2 weeks, I think, 2.5. Just talk us through how the game unfolded.
Yeah, it feels like an age, doesn't it, since we had that some competitive game. But first 5-10 minutes, I thought we got off it a bit slow. They were very aggressive. But the most important thing we talked about at half time, that we stuck in the game, stayed in the game, battled, and then thinking, well, we've given it everything for 10 minutes and we stood firm. Then when we were a bit braver, we talked about that before the game, a bit braver, we got in a few times, and we talked about that at half time as well, that there was lots of encouragement that we could get goals. And fair to the lads, a great spell, 10 minutes in second half, first 10 minutes, 2 goals from absolute warriors, battled for absolutely everything, every second ball, throwing themselves in front of the shots, stopping crosses, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it was a bit of a game of 2 halves tonight, wasn't it? I think everyone in the crowd felt like Marine maybe could have been 1 or 2 up at half time, but just like you said, a great performance from the lads in the second half.
Yeah, that was the key thing that we talked about. Time we stayed in the game, and in other games previously maybe we wouldn't have done. So we showed good character to stay in the game. The second half, the first 10 we really came out of traps, 2 brilliant goals.
Yeah, so just obviously up against it again tonight with cup tides, Josh Mack missing with Curtis's flu and various injuries. Just how important is it for the lads to come up here again, backs against the wall, and get another win and make more history?
Yeah, that's the thing, innit? We talked about that, it was a momentous occasion for the club. We just made history, got to the FA Trophy in 4th round for the first time. We talked about I'm forgetting. Oh, you're good idea. I'm forgetting his flu. You have to remind me what you said now.
About history.
Yeah, so yeah. We talked about making history, and they deserve it. And injuries and stuff aside, we just talked about there in the last 4 competitive games we've had the one at Warrington where we've gone there and battled. We've gone to Matlock with 12 men and battled and won. Undone by an unjust decision against Bamber Bridge, and we've just beaten a very, very good team in Marine. So the signs are good, and we're managing to do that with the depletion that you've just said.
Yeah, so obviously a couple of whispers that we're in the relegation zone at Christmas. I know that neither you nor Curtis like speaking about the league table until at least 30 games in. But just how important is that for momentum going forward as well, looking ahead to our next league game against Morpeth?
Our next 2 games are huge. We try not to reflect on the league table too much just because of the number of games we've got in hand and how well we think we're developing and improving. So I've obviously got a huge game against Morpeth on Boxing Day. So we're hoping that we'll have a big crowd here who can help us on like they did today. And we show that same battle, that same endeavour and the same quality that we showed. Then hopefully we can get 3 points on the board. Yeah,
and just what was the thinking behind the team selection tonight? Because it was a familiar shape, but it was a familiar shape, but Ollie Green out wide and Joey Hope filling in on the left wing as well.
Yeah, I think again it probably down to the reasons you just talked about. It was more personnel available and trying to get into a system that we felt could be benefits, and as well showed with his assistant in the second half, especially absolutely fantastic. He worked back in, defended well, we were a threat going forward, so it worked out, but it was mainly down to the personnel available here because of the cup ties and the injuries and stuff.
Yeah, and just looking ahead to the next round, it's been confirmed that Farsi Celtic have beat Chester on penalties. A bit of a lucrative tie at a team in the league above. Do you see it as a winnable game?
Yeah, it's another test, and as I said, and if we perform like we did today and show that battle and work rate, we'll be a challenge for anyone. And obviously we'll go there as underdogs. Must be possibly the lowest ranked team left in the competition.
Well, we were in this round.
Right, so yeah, so there you go. So we're going to go there as underdogs, and we need to give it a crack to make even more history for the club. There's nothing we need to fear. We'll go there and give everything we've got.
Nice one, cheers, Ste.